Okay, so let's do dissonance and consonance first. That's a fairly easy one, and it may help get your ears going for some other stuff. So I'm going to go first of all to the Unit Two practice or preparatory materials, and I want to take one of the examples for harmony that's in here, and I'm going to take it a little bit different. This is the one with several versions of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, I'm going to play the first one for you, the consonant version, and then I'm going to go to the end and play the very dissonant version. And we're going to work our way backwards so you can hear gradually less dissonance as we approach the consonant initial example. So here's the consonant version. Okay, here's the very dissonant version. And this is probably the worst dissonance in the whole all of
So it's almost just slamming on the piano.
Yeah. You almost can't tell what the melody is anymore. So let's get to some concepts here. So that first one is consonant. What does consonant mean?
They all sound like they belong together. The sounds are cohesive. They work together with each other.
Okay. Or they're pleasant,
Yeah.
or they sound nice. It's contrasted with very dissonant. They sound
Out of place, like someone just slamming their hands on the keyboard. Just
Yeah.
to make a sound.
ugly, really unsettled. And you might hear that in some ways as they don't sound. It doesn't sound like the notes go together in the sense that they're almost like you're deliberately playing wrong notes there, right? I can add notes to chords or harmonies to make them more dissonant without it sounding really just inappropriate or unworkable. That one, that very dissonant one, what I added there, especially toward the end, it's just like it just doesn't fit. It's like we're in two different worlds. Everything, all the pitches are fighting against each other. Okay, let's listen to that one again, partly because I like it, but just also get in our ear. Okay, now that your skin is crawling, let me play. This is the dissonant version. This is a step back. It's not quite as dissonant. There's some notes in here that don't go with the
Not as
melody
bad as the
nicely.
last one.
Can you hear that subtle difference between them? Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can put the volume up. I have loud neighbors, so. Take that. They're boisterous to some there. All right. So this one is in the middle. It's a step back. It should be. It's more consonant than the previous example, but it's not as consonant, or it's more dissonant than the very first example. hear that step back, it's not quite as distant. Just a little bit more settled, a little bit more like the notes that are in the harmony, the chords go with the melody. Okay. Then there's this version. This is the less consonant version. So we got four examples. That's the one we just listened to. Same one. So you had the really ugly distant one, the one that was still kind of twisted. This one that's sort of okay. It's not as consonant, but it's still it's much better than the previous examples. And then this is the original again. And that probably sounds much more settled and constant and pleasant than it did before because you have such distance to contrast it to. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try another thing.
Is
So
that is that what's considered the tempo, where how it sounded different? Like how that one was like dun 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 dun, and now the other ones like didn't go smoothly. Like
I think tempo is
The-
how fast it was going.
how fast the beats are occurring is the tempo. And
that's
so
what I mean. Like how that one was like kind of like evenly spaced every time, and it seemed like the other ones were like.
it might have been harder to hear where the tempo was in some of the
Oh,
other
okay.
ones, but I